Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Alobo Naga show. I hope you guys are doing good. As the world continues to celebrate World Music Day, we, the musician in Nagaland, we also celebrate in various part of Nagaland on 21st June across Nagaland. And also we, the Dimapurians, headed by Musica, we celebrate our World Music Day at Room 03 with bands from Manipur, Meghalaya, Assam, and a few artists from Nagaland. So with that, I took this privilege to invite one band who were there for that festival. And today in the hot seat is a very well-known band from Manipur. They are a folk rock band based in Imphal, and they are known as Imphal Talkies. And we'll get to know more about them. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Imphal Talkies. Hi guys.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hi. First of all, welcome to Nagaland, and I hope you guys had a good time. Anyway, so before we go on with the band, I want to give privilege to introduce yourself. If you can do that, please. Yeah.
Yeah, I am Aku Chingangum, and I play guitar and I sing in the band.
And I'm Chowathiam. I play penna in the band.
I'm Jimbo and I play keyboard.
I'm Singh Thoy and I play percussion.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much. So the band was formed in 2008, right, by Aku. So can you please, say something about the band? Your band is known also as the political, band from Northeast. So if you can kindly share us about your band in brief. Yeah.
I would say, before I formed the band, before I started the band, I was, I was doing solo shows in Delhi, in New Delhi, in the streets of New Delhi. So I was mostly playing in protest events and all, and then that's how I became a singer songwriter back then. So 2008, I was. I think 2 years to my PhD.
Okay.
I was doing my PhD there, and I got some scholarship. So I withdrew some money and then came home and then asked one of my friend, Sachidananda Angom. So I asked him to be part of the recording session, and then we recorded 8 songs. And then we just call ourselves Imphal Talkies.
Okay.
So that was the first debut album that we made.
Okay.
It's called Tidim Rot, the album. Entirely the album is in Maitei my native tongue. And so that's how it was formed. And then I think we were lucky. I think back then Rolling Stone India just started, they started just printing the Indian copies.
They call you the voice of the Northeast.
Yeah, so we were covered, I think in the first print that they ever put out.
Oh, really? I think that was 2009, right?
2009, 2009,
Oh.
2009, April, sometime like that.
Okay, so can you talk about that song? How do you pronounce it? Echeche, right?
Eche,
tribute to Alobo Syiemlieh. So can you talk about that song and how did it came up? Yeah.
So, I was in Delhi, so I got a call from one of the human rights activists who worked very closely with Alobo Syiemlieh back then.
Oh.
So they called me and asked me to come down and play in a concert that they were organizing.
Okay.
So it was like it was called, I think, Festival of Justice and Hope. And Alobo Syiemlieh was completing 10 years of her hunger strike.
Okay.
So they were trying to celebrate, Alobo
Acha.
Syiemlieh's spirit, to fight against the draconian AFSP.
Okay.
So I was called home, and then I came home, and then I had that song in my mind already. So I sat down with my bandmate, and then we started jamming over the song, and we were supposed to play the next day. And then the morning we got ready and all. Then we found out that the concert has been stopped by the cops, the Manipur police. And then I decided, okay, so we'll record the song now. So we hit the studio and recorded the song, and that's how the song was made back then in 2010.
So what are you guys currently doing? Are you into full-time music or besides music, what do you do?
Yeah, for me, I'm doing full-time music.
Okay.
And,
I'm also doing full-time music.
Same.
Everyone is into full-time music.
Yes.
Awesome. So how is this the forming the members or you keep changing with time?
When I started, it was totally different.
Acha.
But I was traveling. I was in Thailand. I was working there and all. So the band was like mostly solo. And then sometime, in summer vacation, I came home and then do some shows. But 2012, end of 2012, I got back home like permanently. I left my thing there, and then I came home to be a full-time musician.
Wow.
And so since 2012, 13, then we started, getting together and been playing together. And Jimbo, we have been, I mean, jamming since our Delhi days. Jimbo was also, in my Delhi days, he was part of pretty much part of what we were doing. Then he also got back home, and then we started, working on it. So for the first time, I think we are playing together and traveling and all.
Okay.
With Jimbo especially. Yeah.
Wow.
So others, Tachawa and Singtoy, we have been together since 2013. Yeah.
Awesome. So are you guys still writing political based songs?
It's not. I mean, people started seeing that thing, but
Yeah.
I would say like things that we see around.
Achha.
That's what we write, and then of course maybe the same thing in Nagaland is how militarized we are, how we are surrounded by issues, and all the corruptions and unemployment issues, the drug abused and all. So it reflects in our music, and then people call it political. So yeah, I think it will come out. I mean.
Okay. So what is the, like, if you bring up the issue right now, currently, which is the top issue that you want to sing out loud,
I don't know actually.
Nothing particular like that?
Not at the moment. I don't feel. I think we are tired.
Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about music. We're all musicians. Okay. Now let's talk about like music scene in Manipur. How do you find, like, what do you say about the music scene in Manipur? Do you think it's still the same? It's improving, or long way to go, or like it's better?
I think anyone of you can
anybody,
answer.
yeah,
That's
please.
how,
What's your take on?
Yeah, I think the music scene in Imphal is now very vibrant, I think.
Awesome.
I should say. Like lots of independent musicians are
Yes.
coming up, lots of bands are coming up. And in terms of making original music, singing in our language.
Wow.
So I think it's very vibrant. Yeah,
Wow,
it's growing.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
great. I mean, we've been seeing so many good artists coming from Manipur, and then even hip hop artists, independent indie musicians and all. Yeah, we're really glad that at least now youngsters are coming up. We hope that they can reach far, where we could not go. Anyway, we're talking as if like we're so old, but yes, we are old. No, okay. Let's talk about the festival that you guys started. Where have all the flowers gone? And are you still continuing with that, the festival?
yeah. This year we are having it in September.
Okay.
Last 2 years we couldn't because of
the
COVID. And,
yeah.
Crazy.
For the viewers, I was also part of it, and then I was honored to be part of the festival.
Yeah.
So you started in 2014.
Yeah.
So why did the band started a festival?
It's. I mean, this I want to clarify. It's not the band that started the
Oh,
festival.
acha.
So it's a group of friends who are like-minded.
Acha.
So 2014, I have been a big fan of late American folk singer Pete Seeger.
Pete Seeger, yeah.
So he passed away in 2014, and then I thought, we should do something to honor this wonderful artist, activist, singer, and environmentalist. So we started the festival the year he died, 2014, and then it was. I mean, we didn't expect that many people would turn up, It was crazy. I mean, there was traffic jam, and we had like Susmit Bose from Kolkata. So I called Susmit Bose for the festival because he was actually, with Pete Seeger, in some of the protest events. I think a post, Pete Seeger has this thing, he cleaned the American, this Hudson River, with his team.
Yeah.
So I think after that, I think they got to know each other, and then they played a couple of shows together also.
Okay.
I mean, subject to correction, but that's what I think I remember.
Oh.
So we had him also. So having him made really sense for our festival. So I mean, still continuing, and then it's a crowd-funded festival. People have been very kind to support the festival for years and years, and I'm hoping that this year also
I'm sure,
they
I'm
would
sure.
come and extend their support to
Well,
be
when is it scheduled?
September 24 and 25th. we're
24,
planning,
25th.
yeah.
Wow, that's great. I wish you all the best with the festival and also your music career. And then you guys have played, I mean, in almost all the big festivals, from NH7, Zero. So which, according to you, is the best ever, like the performance or like the stage that you shared with, like among all, yeah.
I think we are very, I mean, personally, I don't know about these three.
I mean, you can all give your
things,
personal
but I
opinion.
don't enjoy festival much.
Oh, really?
I really prefer, very intimate session
intimate
where
sessions,
I
right?
can talk about my songs, where I can talk about, things. I just don't want to just go up and scream and sing to some, I mean, that's not my kind of
Okay,
thing.
okay. Great. So, can you share about your future plan? What can audience expect from Imphal Talkies as of now?
I don't know about the audience, I
Okay.
mean, but we
Your
haven't,
fans or followers, yeah?
no idea.
What can we expect from you?
We are trying to, I mean, we have been planning to make an album,
Acha, okay.
which is like a, concept album. It's like an opera kind of a thing. A set of 12 songs, all, it tells a story of a boy.
Okay.
So that we have been planning to do, but we don't want to just do it as an audio. We want to do it like a proper, like
The visual
visuals
videos,
and
everything.
all.
Okay.
So that's what we have been planning, but it's costly, and you need funders and sponsors.
Sure,
So we are waiting for the right moment.
Okay, so is it like going to be English or only Meitei?
No,
or
it's Meitei only.
Meitei only,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for taking our time, guys, and I wish you all the best. And you have any last message to the audience, maybe especially from Nagaland or Northeast, who'll be watching this? If you want to say a farewell note, yeah, please, anybody can take this time. Yes.
Yes, you too. Yeah. You have been quiet.
Yeah, let's keep playing. Yeah, share stories and love.
And buy music.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, buy music. That's it. On that note, we'll take a break from here. So thank you so much. Don't go away. We have another musician coming back. God bless.
I'm gonna play a song called "Mr. President is Coming." This is a song we released sometime in 2014 as part of our second album, "When the Home is Burning." So it's a song based on a true story. Me and my percussionist, we got beaten up by the Manipur police sometime in 2013. Because we happened to be in a place where you get boost, and the next day the Indian president, late Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, was supposed to come to Manipur, and then every time a BIP comes to town, the number of cops in the street is like crazy. It's flooded, with cops. So we happened to be in this place, and then they just came, and we didn't even start drinking though. And the funny thing is, Manipur is a dry state, and people often say it's a wettest dry state. And so out of frustration, we wrote this song called "Mr. President is Coming." And if you are a tourist and if you want to come to Manipur, you better know this song if you love drinking, because this song has all the name of the places where you get booze. So I'll play this song. So I'm playing the stripped down version of the actual song. Shall we go to Kakulong? Shall we go to Kaisamthong? Shall we go to Mahabali? Shall we go to Musikun? Shall we go to Sekmai? Shall we go to Phayeng? Shall we go to Kakulong? Shall we go to Kaisamthong? Shall we go to Mahabali? Shall we go to Musikun? Shall we go to Sekmai? Shall we go to Phayeng? They say, don't go out Mr. President is coming. They say, don't go out. Mr. President is coming. The nights we know are dark, the days we survive are bloody. How can you ask me not to drink? The nights we know are dark, the days we survive are bloody. How can you ask me not to drink? Shall we go to Ragailong? Shall we go to Ramji? Shall we go to Sangakpham? Shall we go to Sangai Puro? Shall we go to Kaiku? Shall we go to Andro? Shall we go to Ragailong? Shall we go to Ramji? Shall we go to Sangakpham? Shall we go to Sangai Puro? Shall we go to Kaiku? Shall we go to Andro? They say, don't go out, Mr. President is coming. They say, don't go out, Mr. President is coming. The nights we know are dark, the days we survive are bloody. How can you ask me not to drink? The nights we know are dark, the days we survive are bloody. How can you ask me not to drink? Hello, Mr. President. Hello, Chief of the Army. Every time you come, you bring curfew. Hello, policeman in the street. This is my song for you. Sing with me. Shall we go to Kakulong? Shall we go to Kaisamtong? Shall we go to Mahabali? Shall we go to Musikun? Shall we go to Sekmai? Shall we go to Phayang? Thank you.
Hey guys, welcome back to another segment. And right now, I have another amazing vocalist all the way from Meghalaya. So this gentleman also came for the World Music Day celebration in Dimapur, organized by ICCR and TAFMA and Musica. I am so honored. I worked with him before he came for Hornbill Festival also, where Musica hosted a show. And today in the hot seat is my friend Lamphang Syiemlieh from Meghalaya. Hi, Lam.
Hi, Alobo. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure,
on your
pleasure.
show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, guys, my name is Lamphang Syiemlieh from Shillong, Meghalaya. I am a full-time musician. I perform, I teach, I guide choirs, and I guide groups, and I train performing artists. So I was blessed to be born in a family of musicians. My late grandmother, Konglis Trimai Syiemlieh, she was a well-known composer from our Khasi Hills. My mother, late Kong Lumtimai Syiemlieh, she was also a composer and a singer too. So music is in my blood. And what's so beautiful right now is that music doesn't only run in the blood, but it also runs in this relationship, the blood relationship that we have, not only in a small little, say, a small little town like Shillong, but we can spread it with my friend here, Alobo Naga, and with other artists too, you know, who was there in the concert. And, you know, it was such a beautiful experience. Thank you again for inviting me.
Pleasure.
So, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So thanks for introducing you. And then, so your mom is a, you know, household name when it comes to traditional singing and all. So did you take any training outside, or you were trained from your mother or grandmother, or, you know, about your musical, you know, background?
I was a part of the Oroha choir. I was a part of the Oroha. We started the Oroha choir. We were the co-members.
Oh, really?
So from the western per se, from the classical singing and the jazz choral singing, Kong Pauline was
Yeah, Auntie Pauline.
Auntie Pauline was my guide. But then when I started, to be honest with you, now I'm like, I can talk a lot. But once upon a time, I was an introvert. I don't even sing. I only sing in the bathroom.
Wow.
So, but then my mom was there to help me and guided me in the Khasi traditional way of singing, where you guys will have a listen to one of my family's originals later on.
Wow.
Yeah, in this talk.
You'll be singing.
Yeah,
Wow,
I will,
awesome. Yeah, speaking of Auntie Pauline,
Yeah.
and for those who don't know, she's the sister of Neil, led Neil from Shillong Chamber Choir. And then you are so privileged to be trained under her,
True.
I always wanted to be trained under her, and then, I studied in Patkai, and then I hear a lot about her from my friends, and I never got the privilege. And then I think I wrote to Auntie Pauline also once. We met, a couple of times also, and then I always wanted to be trained, under her, but I never got the privilege. You are
Well, I'm blessed and privileged.
Yeah.
True.
So now let's talk about music in Meghalaya as a whole. How's the music scene out there? I just had a conversation with my friends from Manipur. We were talking about the scene in Manipur. So how do you think is like the music scene? Is it okay? Is it good? Like how's it progressing as of now?
I feel like it's a blessing in disguise from the pandemic, the 2 years of hardships that we've had. This year, along with the tourism department,
Okay.
and there's a committee of different artists from different genres, so from different background of music too. So we formed this Meghalaya grassroots I would not say an organization, but it's just a family of all different artists and musicians. So what we are doing right now is that we are pushing not only the upcoming artists, but we're encouraging the amateurs, the even professionals. So we share the stages, like we can say Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So there'll be like, busking here or performing in cafes or maybe in different, places, venues. So we are going at the right speed,
Okay,
I would
nice.
say. And I have quite a lot of hope
great.
when it comes to this project.
So,
and again, it's a part of the 50-year celebration of Meghalaya.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
So,
wow.
yeah, hopefully we'll...
So, the government is also, doing the part in some way,
Yep.
as you
Yep.
said, the
Yep.
tourism department. That's so glad to hear.
Yeah.
At least in Nagaland, we are blessed with a department,
True.
Task Force for Music and Arts, which is doing, a commendable job. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that other parts of the states are also doing that. And yes, I'm so happy the musicians are growing, because we were one of the the group which suffered so much, and no one even knew about that. The musician community,
True.
all the entertainment world, all the music schools and everything, the showbiz business closed down, and people were not aware that we exist. But then so happy that after the lockdown things are getting better. And now, speaking of better, let's talk about the new band, the Traverse, right?
Yeah.
So, you in the band is like, wow. Can you talk about the band? What genre you guys are playing?
Yeah, I just woke up one day and I said, 2022, come on, yeah, I'm not going to be bored, singing with, acoustic or just, I wanted it to be a change.
Awesome.
And the young musicians who are playing in the band with me are so inspirational to me. And they are very hardworking. They are passionate about music. But again, I don't know whether it's the same problem that we face here, but they don't get that much of freedom to express their music because of family or because of all this,
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult, but then our first gig was amazing. It It was successful, and we play a lot of a bit of every genre actually. Yeah. So, but then a little bit of jazz, a little bit of soul, a little bit of Khasi traditional music too.
Wow, wow, it sounds interesting.
So, yeah.
I would love to have you guys next time.
We would love to be
next
here
time.
too.
Let's bring
Yes,
bring down the
please.
band.
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Lam, for your time. And before you go, you've been a music educator yourself. So how important is music education? Or any message to this aspirants, the musician? There are lots from Nagaland. So if you have any message to them, it will be lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. So, talking about music education, I think what we need right now, I don't know what's happening, the scene in Nagaland, but in Shillong, in Meghalaya, music education has been introduced only in the higher degree of studies, meaning in college. But what we need to do right now is to encourage music education right from the grassroots.
Yeah.
Like A, B, C, D.
Yes, yes.
Then music should also be there.
True. I
You know?
totally agree with that.
So that is what I feel like what we need as artists and the musicians. We need to see change, because without that, I don't think so there'll be such changes. It'll be like cliche, just cliche singing and cliche performing.
Yeah, true.
But it should be a part of the curriculum. That is so important.
Yes.
So, my dear young artists and musicians, this is just one thing that I want to encourage is never back down, never give up. Life, this is a quote that I like to say. We live life every day, we die once. So how about we live life, especially us, we are so blessed with music. We live life with music every day.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's gonna take you places where you've never dreamt before. It's gonna help you take control of your life. It's gonna help you understand the meaning of life through music.
Wow.
Because I think that is the most important thing. The youth now are depressed, are discouraged. So, but we as musicians, we are totally blessed
Yeah, man.
by God.
Yeah.
Because He's given us something that we can go. But not only just as a refuge, but spread the good news
Man.
through your music.
Praise
so
God.
that's
Woo.
all that I can say.
Thank you so much for ending with such a beautiful message.
Thank you.
And yeah, speaking of music in a grassroots level, I totally agree with you. And then I wish our government is also listening and introduce music from the grassroots. I always believe that. So what I'm doing right now is like venturing to schools. So there are 2 schools I'm already venturing,
Okay.
Holotoli and Livingston. So we are providing music from grade 1. So we're starting my first theory book from grade 1. So I believe that when they finish class 10, at least they can finish grade 8.
True.
That's my aim. So
Good. All the
hopefully
best
we
with
can,
that.
thank you so much.
All the best
On this
with
note, we're going to end. But before you end, can you share about the music that will be singing for us today?
It's actually written by my uncle. It's actually folk. It's not traditional, but it's folk. And it talks about the love for your own culture, for your own state, for your own language. See, at the end of the day, Alobo, the truth is this: we like to imitate something else. But if we forget our roots,
Yeah.
then who are we? We are
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I strongly stick to my roots.
I'm glad you do that. Yeah. On that note, we're going to stop from here. I will see you next week. And keep spreading love. And thank you so much, everyone, once again. And don't forget to subscribe. God bless. Bye.
So the name of the song is Rio Longshua, which I've already mentioned the meaning. It talks about it's actually a patriotic song, but to love our own culture, our own language, our own music, and ourselves. And And on the guitar, I'm so happy to be here in Nagaland with my friend Manasseh. So he's gonna help me out on the guitar. Yeah, here it goes. Kalau mo kabalaya nga ban klen ya pakuri ba ikiblay Kalau mo kabala bangan pindo yala katen rai kasih kara O em nganum klan ya pakori pasyong kiblay Watlah kasukasan ni watlah ngadon syasiliang berthai Uri samuk niuk pa belajar nadu hindai da ulang syua Hatu kam deyang aban sumar suker ya kanam balatep hakimau benar Ni wat lang adon sao dong berthai Ki kana tak ulang man syua Rasno hakik sai kadui tara Hatu kenongken uat bat yai ken uat pan pen kelong ya don uat jonga ten rai boka ten rai pangan nom klet ya la ten rai bangan tip ya la ka ten rai hap deng ki pon ki bayai kemai God bless you all. Thank you.